Alright, good morning, Fat Journal Racing fans. I'm just here to share a little bit about my run yesterday and some strength training that I did today. So, if you aren't familiar, we are Fat Turtle Racing. We are training for the Disney Half Marathon in January of 2025. It's something that some of us have always wanted to do. Some of us are begrudgingly doing it, and we originally wanted to do a 10K, but guess what was only available? Half marathon. So we're just gonna do it, right? So we are using, Sean, the host, is using the Galloway method. The co-host and I are using Just Run, at least to the 10K point. And the co-producer is got some program I haven't really got the name of yet. So yesterday was week 8, run 1 for me in the Just Run app, which meant that I had a 5-minute warm-up, a 28-minute run, and a 5-minute cool down. I've changed things a little bit just because our 5K is closer, and I wanted to be a little bit more ready. So what I've been trying to do is, once I get to the 3-mile mark, if I haven't got to the 3-mile mark and the timer says, "Boo, you're done, cool down," I keep running to get to the 3 miles, and once I hit the 3 miles, then I start a 5-minute cool down, just to get myself, just my body moving for that distance. So yesterday I ran at 5:36 a.m., which I thought was going to be great. We were supposed to get rain most of the day yesterday. The humidity was 95%, and it was only 69 degrees. So that doesn't sound so bad. 69 degrees sounds lovely. But 95% humidity means I might as well have been trying to run in a sauna. It was nice because I was out early enough that the sun wasn't up fully yet, so it wasn't a huge problem, but the humidity, it was tough. But you know, I'm running in Florida in January. I'm sure there's going to be some humidity, so it was probably a good thing. So I ran 3.27 miles. It took me 47:56. My average pace was 14:38. My splits, like I've talked about before, that I'm learning all the things about running, because if you had ever told me even a year ago at this point that I would be running any distance, I would have laughed right in your face. My first mile was 14:59. My second mile was 13:26. Don't forget, I have to write everything down. My third mile was 14:11. And my cool down quarter of a mile was 19:34. So these are not my best times. I had better times the other day when I thought I wasn't moving at all. But like we say, it's done, right? It's done. So I have another run day tomorrow. It's the same, so hopefully I can do the same thing where I just push to the 3 miles and then walk the cool down after that. So that was yesterday. But what I've been trying to do better about, because we've been talking about it, is that, like, cross training, right? So I have a great strength program. I worked with a trainer for a month, participated in a challenge with her, and she set me up with these great cards, and I have all this great stuff, all this great information to strength, and I need to use it. I've been using it sporadically, and I need to get better about that. So this morning I said, well, I'm up, let's do it. So I did my strength this morning, and it actually feels pretty good. So I did some rows with dumbbells, rows, hammer curls, supinated curls, back flies, which are not my favorite thing, planks, also not a fan, wall sits, my favorite thing in the whole wide world, and glute bridges. So I kind of took a little bit of things that I like, and then the day that I was supposed to do. So I just do reps. There are other styles, I guess, like a Tabata and an EMOM and an AM rep and things like that. But those come, she's got it all set out and sequenced for me. It's great. I just need to do it, right? That's the big thing. So yeah, I think that's just about it. I know the co-host has set up a Facebook page. She's been uploading a lot of our YouTube videos to that, which I appreciate her for. I'm using this as accountability, right? Like, I don't care if nobody listens, but I'm doing it because I got to put it out there in the world that I'm doing it, right? And I'm sure people will watch and just endure my mumbling for 5 to 8 minutes every day, or every other day. I promise I won't do it every day. I saw a snapping turtle yesterday. So usually I see turkeys. I joke and say I do not run faster than a turkey. I give them their space. I have my space. One of the parts of my route that I run falls along a river. So that's where we've a lot of geese, turkeys. So yesterday on my way back towards home, I came across a snapping turtle. I mean, it was on the other side of the street. It was so big, I noticed it, and I went and, of course, I took a picture of it because fat turtle racing, I understand it's not like a traditional turtle, it's a snapping turtle, but it was funny to me. So I did take its picture. So yesterday I posted, I think, maybe not. If not, I'll put a picture in this one of just my snapping turtle. The co-host is really great about videoing while she runs. I haven't figured out how to do that successfully yet. I tried a few times, and if you're familiar with the Blair Witch trials, it's like a bad video out of that, and I'm afraid I'm going to make people nauseous. But we'll get there. We'll get there. So yeah, let's see. 5K is in like 2 weeks. I'm hoping my goal is to do that 5K in under 45 minutes. Which is just about a 14 minute mile. My watch is going off. So I hope that I'm able to do that. That is my goal. So I would like to push the next couple of weeks to get myself to that point. I have done it, and what I realize about myself is I just have to know that I've done it once, that I can do it again. I have a lot of, I guess, fear about failure. That's another story entirely. Let's see. Again, about the stretching, which if you've watched anything, you know, it's the whole touch the toes funny story. I need to stretch. I'm bad at it. I did it yesterday before my run. Way better. Hopefully I can get in and do a little more before everything else wakes up. Everybody is upstairs sleeping except for the little dog. She's in the living room. Let's see. Also better about the strength and the cross training. I was talking to the co-host and the co-producer last night about that, you know, we need to just start conditioning a little bit more, because just for health reasons, plus it's just got to make it easier. I had no idea that strength was so much cardio, which is so stupid in my brain. Why didn't I think about that? But I was talking to the trainer, and she was like, yeah, it's you know, as long as if you strength train the right way, you're doing cardio just like if you were getting on your Peloton or run. And I was like, oh, something. So let's try that, get better about the strength. We've been busy. I've talked about that. We've got all sorts of end of year activities going on between school and sports and all the things. So my meal planning was really bad this week, like really bad. So like literally for lunch yesterday I had a Pop-Tart because I didn't. Usually on Sundays I'm great about making my, you know, I usually have 2 days of tuna, 2 days of egg salad, and 1 day leftovers. So I'm usually really good about that, and I just didn't, and it just totally bit me in the butt this week with just eating, you know, like, we try to limit how much pasta. It just makes me feel like garbage. But okay, well, I'll take this leftover pasta for lunch. So now I've had pasta for dinner and pasta for lunch. It's a whole thing. So my goal this week is to try to get better about that and really set up something for dinners and lunches for us. It's easier for the host sometimes because he's working from home some days, so we can come down and make a sandwich. But with me going to work, it makes it a little bit harder. You got to kind of have it ready to go first thing in the morning. So I'd like to get better about the meal planning and a little bit more portion control. I'm usually really good about when we buy the things like the chips and the pretzels and the goldfish and all the things you have when you have a 9-year-old. I'm usually really good about taking like an hour and just saying, you know, well, you know, happy to know most snacky foods are 28 grams or 1 ounce is a serving. And I sit there and I weigh it out on my scale and I put it in Ziploc bags and I endure the boring for like an hour, and then it's done, so that I know if I'm going in the cabinet for a snack, or if the influencer's going in the cabinet for a snack, we're not eating an obnoxious amount. You're just grabbing that one bag. And if you want more than that, at least you're making a conscious decision that you're having more than that, because you're like, okay, I know that one bag is 1 serving. I have another one now that's 2 servings, so let's think about calorically where that is, right? I mean, the co-host says it best. Weight loss is basically calories in and calories out, right? I mean, it is what it is. I did not calories out the Burger King I had on Thursday night, and that felt like months. Yeah, so I think that's it. Run day tomorrow. Gonna try to get it done super early. we have a couple of things tomorrow, so I'd like to get it done early before the weather gets ridiculous. I think that's it. Not much. I know, like I said, the Facebook page, so let's try to check that out. Like I said, we use it for, basically, I use it for some accountability, right? I don't know if I've already said this, but I'm going to sit here and chat about it just because it's like decompressing and processing it all, and I like it. So yeah, so that's the smallest shed, the chair, my Christmas lights, tiki bar, garden, which is, I have to trim the lettuce. Anybody need lettuce? Apparently lettuce grows a lot. Maybe I'll give some to the co-host. Oh, please check out her food videos. Oh man, you won't be sorry, I promise. But yeah, that's it, I guess. I know the host ran yesterday. I'm not sure he shared anything about that yet. And the co-host, I think, has a couple of videos to upload. The co-producer said she was gonna do a video, and I said, nah, I like that she continues to be an enigma. But yeah, that's it. So Friday, I have to go find something green to wear to work because the Celtics beat the Mavs. I looked it up, although they were winning when I fell asleep, 107. So it's Celtics day at school today. And just one more Friday and June. And yeah, I think that's about it. So check out the Facebook, subscribe, like, keep us going, all the things. We're working real hard, so we would love some people to come along on this journey with us. All right, have a great day.